This is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Yeah, what are we riding today? We are riding the Engwe Engine Pro 2.0. Yeah, this is a folding bike. Does 28 miles an hour if you pedal it, 20 miles an hour if you throttle it. Yeah, this might be the last ride for this bike as well. Yep, it's going up on the for sale block. Yeah, in fact, a number of bikes are going to be going up on for sale as soon as I get back from my trips. I've got to go to California, as you know. I might already be there by the time you see this video. I might be on the way back. Who knows? See how many videos we get when this video gets released. But yeah, this one's going to be sold. Yeah, there's a couple of bikes up right now on the russisright.com site. Go to russisright.com. It'll redirect you to russisright.blogspot.com. And you'll see the bikes that are available. Okay. Now, currently, as of this recording, I have two bikes up there right now. I've got this one, the Engwe, and I've also got the Hauchi Camel up there. That is the cargo bike with the big basket in the back. Yeah. So the Hauchi Camel is currently selling for $990. Yeah, I think that thing was over $16.95, something like that. I'm just thinking, plus the cost of whatever the basket is. So yeah, it's a good price on that bike. Very, very low mileage on that bike. And then this Engine Pro 2.0, it's going to go for $950. Yeah, $13.95 is their normal price. $12.95 is the current Engwe sale price. Yeah, I'm going to sell mine for $950. Now, I'm going to, of course, as I always do, stuff that you see on here now. You see I have a cell phone mount, and I have a rear view mirror. I have a bottle cage sitting in the rear rack. Yeah, I'm going to take that stuff off. I always do. I need that stuff for the next bikes coming in. So it'll be stripped back down to the way it is when you would have bought the bike directly from Engwe. But I think, what do we got here? We got 60.8 miles on it right now. I'm going to put some mileage on it today, of course. Let's call it about 70, roughly. Roughly, by the time you get it in that range. I'm not planning to ride this bike again after I'm done riding it today. So let's say I put in 10 miles, if that. That's a pretty good low mileage bike, right? Why are we selling all these, Russ? Well, we're running out of space, and Mrs. Wright says, get rid of those bikes. Yeah, she wants me to get rid of stuff. She get rid of some magicycles. Okay, yeah, we're going to get rid of some magicycle. Yeah, the magicycle Deer is going to go up for sale. Now, that one's a little different. This is the green one, right? The neon green bike. That one's a little different. I cannot sell that bike off until I get a replacement for it. Now, I've asked Magicycle for the new Deer 2.0, but I did ask for it in a color that I don't think is currently available for the Deer 2.0. It's available if you take the 20-inch version, but I want the 26-inch version step-through model. The green one is a step-over model. And this Engwe, too, I would consider it a step-over model. Okay, I mean, you could lift your leg up and go across if you're nimble enough, but I typically just swing my leg over the top. So I don't quite consider it a step-through type model, even though it's a folding bike, So the Deer is going to go up. I don't have a price yet on that, but just keep watching that site. You'll see whatever bikes come up. Now, again, it's first come, first serve. Whoever wants it and pays for it first gets it, that type of thing. But here's how you do it if you're interested in any of my bikes. Send me an email at contactrussisright@gmail.com. That's a business inquiry, so I accept those emails. All right. Let me know you're interested, and then you'll have to commit to doing it if you do it, And I'll take, backup guys if a second person comes in and you default on it for whatever reason, then it goes to the other guy, right? So But these are cash sales. I typically ask for $50 bills, $100 bills. $100 bills are kind of a hassle. Yeah, nobody ever takes those things. Yeah, $50 bills are easier. If you're gonna go to the bank, ask for 50s. It's just easier for me. So, cash only, all sales final, as is. So check it out before you take it. Make sure everything's good the way you like it, which they are. I could already tell you that now. But hey, it's up to you. You know, buyer beware, as they say. Check everything out before you take it. And we always meet in front of the police department. And there'll be an address there for you to go. Now, you have to pick these up because I don't ship them. I can't ship them. Costs too much to ship. Don't have the boxes anyway. So, yeah, we meet in front of the police department. That's the safest place for everybody concerned. And I think the police are used to seeing me there because I've sold so many bikes there. So they kind of watch out for me too. I know they do, because sometimes when the cops pull up, you know, in their parking lot, some of them just sit there until I'm done. Yeah, so thank you to them. Appreciate local law enforcement. They've always been really good to me. So what else is going up, Russ? You've mentioned 3 bikes. I'm thinking the Banksy photo thing is still up there. The chimpanzees with the birds and the hearts. That's still up on the wall. I'm thinking the Himiway Rambler with the mid-drive. Yeah. Time to let that one go. I don't ride it that much in the first place. I figure I'd keep one for having a mid-drive, but I don't ride it that much, you know. So if you're a mid-drive kind of person and you're okay shifting, because you have to shift. If you're riding that thing, you do have to shift, and you got to know how to do it too. So, but if you want to learn to do it, that bike will be available to you. No price yet. Again, I'm just kind of mentioning these things now. That's what I'm thinking of will be coming up. The U-Free Stellar Falcon, the red one, step over bike, that's going to be coming up. So yeah, the U-Free Stellar Falcon red one, step over version. This is the torque sensor / cadence sensor bike. I have 2 of them, and I'm just running out of space. I'm sorry, U-Free, I can't keep them all. I've ridden it as much times on video as I can, but it's time to move one of them out just because of space. So that one's going to go as well. There might be 1 or 2 more that might go too. I just haven't decided yet. But those are the ones I have on the top of my mind, and figure those are the ones that will have to go first. Okay. So now, Mrs. Wright has been asking me to sell off the Jaguar Rundies. She goes, "We don't ride it that much." I go, "Well, yeah, we do." We do. Whenever we go on a trip or something, we always take the Jaguar Rundies. And I have multiple batteries for the Jaguar Rundies. So I says, no, we can't ever sell those off. We need those. Yeah, we do. We need them for whenever we do distance trips where we want to put the bike inside the car and not even take a rack. We can do that with the folding bikes. You can do that with this Engwe too, you know. You don't need a bike rack to pick this bike up. If you have an SUV and it's big enough, I mean, we have a Honda CR-V, and it fits in the back of that. You know, fold it up, stick it in there. But you'll need at least something like a SUV to pick this bike up. Now the other bikes, you're gonna need a rear rack or a pickup truck or something like that, because they are big and they won't fit inside your car. I'm gonna tell you that right now. All right. Now, can you put it inside an SUV? We have stuck the deer in our SUV after taking off the front tire. And it's tight. It's real tight. In fact, it sticks out into the driver area. So my suggestion is no. I would say try to have a pickup truck or a van or a minivan with all the seats down and everything if you're gonna do it, because it's too big. It won't fit. Same thing with the Stellar Falcon, things like that. You're gonna need something to pick them up. The Himiway Rambler. Same thing, you know, if you take the wheel off, you might be able to squeeze it in there. But no, you're better off if you have a, and I'm talking e-bike rack, okay, e-bike car rack. I'm not talking a regular bike rack. It will not handle that. The weight on these bikes are too heavy. It's too dangerous. Okay, so you need to have a e-bike rack, a pickup truck, a minivan, or an SUV, or ask a friend. Tell them to come out with you and pick it up. You got to pick it up. It's northwest suburbs of Chicago. Okay, can't ship it. You got to come and get it. Now, interestingly, a number of the bikes that have been sold have been going to out-of-state people. I'm not kidding. I think I sold more bikes to out-of-state people than I have in-state people. So if you're in the local area, if you're passing through the area and want an e-bike, this is the time to do it. Now, if you're interested, send me an email. Now, the thing is, I'm not going to be able to do anything until I get back from my trip. I have a very short time window after the middle of September till the beginning of October. And then in October, I have another trip coming up for the first week of October, so I cannot do it in the first week of October either. So if you want it, this is the time to contact me about them, okay? Because it is a short time window. I also will have to, I know that I have another bike coming in. I'm hoping to get the Magicycle Deer 2.0 in somewhere in between that time period so I can do the review before I head out on my other trip. So I'm limited on time, yeah. Now, as far as pickup times and dates and the like, I usually ask to see if we can do this on a Saturday or a Sunday, because I could only transport it that way too, because I have to put it on the rear rack of the car. And that car is Mrs. Wright's car, so she needs it to get to work. So I really only have weekends to do it. Weekdays, possibly, if it's like after 5 o'clock or so, I can do it on weekday. Otherwise, weekends. Okay? All right, there you go. That was a long announcement. Now, Mrs. Wright wants some of these bikes out of there. Yeah. I've mentioned before that she's not a fan of me having all those bikes all over the place. It is all over the place. I do admit it is a lot. It's all over. So we've got to move some out as the new ones start coming in. So we're going to try to move out more stuff, than typical. All right. Now, those other bikes, I don't have prices on, but if you're interested in them, at least make your interest known to me. Again, I'm going to just kind of take it based on the first emails that come in, and then once someone commits to it, then I will consider it on hold until something happens, But I will take reserve of other people, so that's how we'll do it. All right, so what are we recording with today? Well, the GoPro. Let me tell you a little bit about the GoPro. New GoPro is coming out. I don't plan to get one. All right, let's turn here. We're kind of doing the same rides around here. I haven't been going far for anything, as you know, because I'm just kind of getting myself ready for these trips, and I'm not really paying much attention about going distances at this point. Yeah, see, lost my train of thought again. I don't even know what I was talking about. How do you like that? Okay, we got the right of right, so we're gonna go. Yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, but how long was that? It wasn't even 30 seconds. I already lost my train of thought. How do you like that? So anyways, these trips are coming up. I'm always thinking about that at this point. There was one thing else I was gonna talk to you. Oh, let me talk to you about sleep. Has nothing to do with the e-bike, but has everything to do with health. This e-bike channel started out because of my knee thing, so it's kind of about health. It's a dead squirrel on the road there, got run over. So I want to talk to you about the ring that I have on. I wear this Ultra Human ring, and I talked about it. I did a review on it. Let's just turn here. And so how's that going for me? I wear that every single day. I wear that more than I wear my watches, my smartwatches, because it's easy. It's real easy. I mean, you just leave it on your finger. I sleep with it. I wear it all the time. Now, I've been wearing it on my ring finger of my right hand because, whenever I'm sweating and doing stuff, the index finger of my left hand, which is what I originally measured it out for, my hand starts to swell, and so it's too tight then. I don't think it's that tight anymore. Yeah, I think the additional weight loss has thinned out my fingers too. How do you like that? I knew that it would go down because I always know it does, but big bump there. But I think it's to the point. I'm wearing it now, right here. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? Yeah, just kind of moving my glove out a little bit there. It seems to fit my index finger on my left hand again. Now, here's why it's important for me to put it on the left hand, because when it's on your right hand and you're walking, and you're swinging your arm, it's checking your steps, right? But everything else you do with your right hand, if you're right-handed, it does that too. I mean, I was playing guitar at one time, and I think it added like 2,000 steps or something like that. Yeah, because you're strumming, right? So it thinks that you're moving. So you want to put it on the hand that is not your main hand, not the hand that you use every day. I mean, I'm right-handed, so obviously anything I do with my right hand would be picked up. So moving it to the left is kind of nice because it doesn't pick up the extra steps that really aren't there. Now here's the problem with being on the index finger. They prefer you to put it on the index finger. Which way am I supposed to go? Left or right? I can't remember. I don't know. Let's go left. Let's see what happens. Oh, dead end over there. Okay, maybe not. We'll go further. We'll take another right. Here's the problem with it being on your left hand, on your index finger. Because you grab things, right? Anything on your index finger, you kind of scratch the ring up a little bit if you're not careful. And when it's on your ring finger, the rest of the finger is kind of protected. So that is the one thing I don't like about it being on the index finger of my left hand. But I do like the step count is more accurate if I do that. So there you go. Now, we were talking about sleep. Yeah. So the sleep thing. I don't get enough sleep according to this. This is really, the ring thing really counts your sleep. Its main thing is keeping track of how your sleep patterns are. So why is the sleep so important? Well, sleep's important because that gives you the energy to get up to go the next day, right? But because my sleep is so terrible, I a lot of times I only get 4 or 5 hours of sleep. Now, that's my own fault. I go to sleep really late, but unless I'm really tired out, I can't sleep. So I tend to just watch TV a little bit, and then when I'm tired, then I finally turn it off and go to sleep. But then I usually wake up early too. I usually wake up when Mrs. Wright gets up to go to work, or within a half hour after she's left. All right. So she gets up really early because she starts really early. But yeah, I don't get enough sleep, and the ring tells me that. Now, because I've been sleep deprived for probably a good week and a half, I really zonk out. I mean, I slept a good 7.5, 8 hours for a couple days in a row now. So that kind of like, hey, you're doing really good. Well, that's only because I'm dead tired. Another thing I found out that I'm tired out on is on Sundays. Now, as you know, because I don't work, I don't have to get up early. Although I do get up, usually by 6:30, 7 o'clock, at least. Sometimes earlier. But on Sundays, I get up at about 5 o'clock. And that's because, many times I'm playing either keyboards or guitar at church. I played keyboards this past Sunday. And, you got to get up, take a shower, get yourself ready, and then we get up and leave early to church because the worship team will practice their instruments one time before the actual thing happens for the first service. We play 2 services. Yeah, my cousin actually asked me, he says, when do you guys practice? In the middle of the week? I go, no, we practice less than an hour before we actually play it for church. Yeah, we only play it once through. So the songs only get played once before the actual service. So I told him, yeah, you got to be a good musician, or you really can't be on the team, because we don't practice together except for once. So how do we play so well? I mean, we are actually pretty good. Well, we get the songs sent to us. It's on an app, so we get to hear what the song sounds like, so we can play it with ourselves during the week. And then the worship leader will usually put your part down too, so that you can hear what the guitar part should sound like, what the piano part should sound like, because they do have the ability to do that nowadays. And it even changes the key for you. So if she changes the key, let's say that the song is in the key of G, but they decide they want to sing it in the key of E, all right? It'll change the key for you. The tempo stays the same, but of course, the vocals, because you've dropped a couple of notes, will sound really deep, because it slows that. It doesn't slow it down. It just deepens the voice, because it's been electronically changed so that you can hear it. So, but that's how we do it. We practice on our own, and then we practice all together one time before we actually perform the song during church service. So, yeah, so it's really amazing that everyone can do this. So, yeah, we got some pretty good players. So anyway, because I get up early, because of that, for that practice, Sundays I'm really zonked out. By the time I get home, after the 2 services, I'm probably home around 12 o'clock. I usually sit on that recliner chair, and the next thing you know, I am out. Yeah, I'll take a nap for an hour, hour and a half. Mrs. Wright is always upset about that. She says, "Why are you always out?" I says, "I'm tired." And she goes, "Hey, I get up earlier and I work all day long." That's true. I appreciate all the things she does, but I'm not used to getting up early. That early, and I don't sleep. She has more sleep than I do. She usually goes to bed before I do, but yeah, she goes, "That's your own fault. You should go to bed earlier." Yeah, but I can't sleep. So if you can't sleep, why just lay there? That's how I kind of look at it. So anyway, give you some tidbits of my sleeping pattern. But the ring really helps, because it tells me everything about what's been going on. It tells me what I need to do, which I don't do, which I should do. So what about the smartwatches? Well, yeah, there's another one coming in. Yeah, Bears Come. Remember Bears Come? Yeah, they've offered me another one to check out. It's not the one that I originally said, hey, if they give me another one, I'll ask for this one. They wanted me to check out this other one. It's got some other features on it that this watch doesn't have. And it doesn't have all the features that this watch has. I'm talking about the one I have on my wrist right now, this one here. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I believe it's around $89.95, $99, something like that. It's around $89 range, I think. Same thing. Now, I debated about that too. I says, should I do this one or not? And I go, well, they're a pretty good company. I kind of like them. And so they said, hey, well, you want to check this one out? It says it might be good for you because it's got GPS function and all that on there. This watch doesn't. It says it might help you on your rides. I go, huh, okay. Couldn't hurt to check it out. I mean, the $149 watch that we did, that had doesn't have its own built-in GPS. It connects up to your phone to get the GPS. I don't know if this new watch coming in has it built in or whether you need your phone to do it. But she says, you can map things out that way. So, we'll check it out. I says, okay. The first watch was pretty decent for. How much was that one? $79.99? I says, well, this one's $89.99. I says, that might be worth looking at. Let's check it out. It's gonna be a black one too, which they call black, but I call it like extremely dark gunmetal gray. And it will have a stainless steel watch band. I asked them, make sure it's got the stainless steel watch band. She said, okay, we'll send you that one. Because, you can get it with a rubber watch band. And I think they have a black one and they have a green one, like an army green colored band. if you're into that. I'm not, but no, those rubber watch bands tend to make me sweat more, and then I end up with a rash. So I tend to prefer the stainless steel bands. I mean, I still sweat with it, but I can adjust it. And the clicking you hear, by the way, if you hear that, that's my that's my keys. Okay, that's swinging. Just so that you know. So I told them, yeah, you can send it to me, but I'm going to be on these trips. So I says, if you send it to me between my 2 trips, meaning middle of September, I might be able to get this review done before I head off to the other one. So they're going to try to get it to me and time it just right so it shows up when I come back. So anyway, so that's coming in for a review. So if you're still thinking about these smartwatches, it's another one coming to check out. Now, having said that, another smartwatch company contacted me too. They said, yeah, this thing's really kind of clicking all the time here. Let me see if I can flip it up or something. Can I flip it up to make it stop clicking? Yeah, there we go. I flipped it over the cables. Now, there's only one key there. The other key has to be in the bike in order for the bike to run, but it locks the key in place. So you can't lose the key when you're running it, but you have to have the key on the battery area in order for the bike to even function. That's a good safety, actually. Protects the battery from being stolen if you had to lock it up, and they can't start the bike without the key. Yeah, see? Pretty nice, huh? They figured it out. But that does mean the key has to be there. So I just leave one key in there because I never leave my bike, as you know. It always just goes right back into the house. So another watch company sent an inquiry. I took a look at it. I go, nah, it's about the same thing. It's another one of these $79, $89 type bike watches, and didn't seem to be any different than the Bears come, and I think it may even be lacking some of the features. So I says, no, I don't see the point of that one. So yeah, I didn't respond back to them. I think the minute you start doing certain things like watches or whatever, other companies see it, and then they want you to do their watch and stuff as well. I mean, I get a couple of inquiries a day now for products to do. Sometimes it's bikes, sometimes it's watches, sometimes it's car accessories and all sorts of things, LED lighting. I told you about some of these other products. So yeah, it comes in, and I keep thinking, yeah, some of the stuff I wouldn't mind doing, but it has nothing to do with the Russ is Right channel, and it doesn't have anything to do with the health. And I says, if it's interesting that I think that the Russ is Right people would like to see it, I'll do it. But none of those things being offered lately have been something that I thought you guys would be interested in. The weed whacker was kind of cool, but no, doesn't make any sense. So I didn't do it. I keep thinking I should just start an additional channel and just do those things. Then if you want to see it, you could always see it, right? But yeah, you know how hard it is to start another channel? Yeah, it takes time to build it up and everything. Yeah, it takes a little effort. So, not to discourage you guys from starting YouTube channels, but I'm just saying things don't happen overnight. And I think a lot of times those guys, they want it shown on a channel where there's a lot of people already watching it, So if you're a brand new channel, they would say, well, why would we want you to put it on a second channel? Nobody's even watching that channel, right? Doesn't make any sense. So it's kind of a catch-22. You want products to show, and they want you to show it, but they only want you to do it if you've been doing it for a while. And how do you do it for a while if you don't have products to show? It's always the case, yeah. People have asked me this too about getting e-bikes. I go, well, I didn't solicit Magicycle. They solicited me. They were the first guys that gave me a bike. Yeah, you guys see that guy? That was a squirrel. Had to hit the brakes. Don't want to run him over, He kept going. Most of these squirrels kind of hop, stop. That one kept going. So yeah, they were the first to offer something, and I said yeah to it. But for you guys starting out, if you wanted to do the same thing, yeah, it's kind of hard. Yeah. Sometimes they'll offer you things. I mean, I've noticed that some channels that have like 1,000 subscribers, they're getting bikes, right? There are channels out there that get it, so it's not like impossible to get. But you have to be dedicated. You gotta do it. You gotta, keep making videos and make interesting videos people want to watch and build up an audience. So, but it could be done. Just saying, it takes a little time. You just have to keep plugging away at it. That's all. That's how it works. All right, where am I going here? I'm going on streets I've never been on before. Yeah, that's okay. We're in the same general areas. It's not like it's far away or anything like that. I did have an interesting question. Somebody asked me, how do you undo something on an e-bike that you did on the advanced functions? Sometimes I can't answer the question. I think he wanted to, I think he sped up his bike. He unlocked the bike and he wanted to bring it back to the factory setting. I would typically say just go in there and hit reset. I couldn't confirm it because I didn't have the bike anymore. I had already sold the bike off, and it was a question from one of the older reviews. I says, I'm sorry, I don't have the bike anymore. I can't confirm how to do it. And I don't remember a lot of times how to, I don't remember anything, as you know. I don't remember how to undo something or whether a menu has a specific feature to do reset or something. I don't know. So sorry to him, I just couldn't answer his question. I just didn't have the bike any longer. I mean, you can't keep them all. You have to eventually move things on. And being one of the older reviews, that bike had already been moved on. I don't have any idea. Let's go this way. We've been down this way before because I recognize this little structure on the left-hand side. Another cul-de-sac over there. Yeah, a lot of times they have cul-de-sacs. You don't know it's a cul-de-sac until you're actually in it. See, some of them here, the one on the right here says no outlet. But it doesn't necessarily mean it's a cul-de-sac. It just kind of stops or something. I don't know. Cul-de-sacs usually don't have a sign that says cul-de-sac. And then when you're in it, you go, oh, now I can't get out of it. Then you got to go around. I'm sure they get their number of people who go around, and I'm sure those people who live there aren't too thrilled that people come out on their street like that. But sometimes it's accidental. You're just trying to get to the other side, and you run into their cul-de-sac. What can you do? All right, that's about all I have for you guys for today. Just want to make the announcement, let you guys know that some bikes are up for sale and some more are coming for sale. Just watch the russisright.com site and that'll give you an idea of what will be coming up. Hey, if you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. And I will talk to you guys next time.